Hello, and welcome to the operations section of your CircuPool CORE series electronic chlorine generator. This is what the salt system looks like in front of us. Its main purpose is to sanitize the pool. This device does this through electrolysis, by converting salt molecules in the water to a free form of chlorine. Before using your salt system, please keep in mind it is important that the pool's water chemistry is balanced with proper levels. In order for the system to be able to operate, there must be a minimum level of salt in the pool water. Once the water is properly balanced with the system installed, it is ready for use. Think of the CORE series as a chlorine generator. Set it to create a steady supply of chlorine for the pool, instead of buying and adding chlorine by hand. Your salt system consists of three components: the control module, the cell, and the clear cell housing. The control module supplies power to the cell and allows you to customize the system's operation in order to meet your pool's unique needs. This is the electrolytic cell. This component creates chlorine as the water inside passes through and returns to the pool. The clear cell housing houses the electrolytic cell as water passes through inside. For initial startup, you want to first apply power to the pool pump switch or timer controls. All LED lights should flash once. If the pump is not running, you may see the no-flow light illuminated. Once powered on, you'll want to set its chlorine output level by pressing the plus and minus buttons. This setting is unique to your pool size, use, chemical balance, weather, and environment. To find the chlorine output setting your pool needs right now, we suggest starting at level 3, which is a setting of 75%, and adjust as needed over the initial startup period. Measure your available free chlorine in the pool after 2 to 3 days and adjust the chlorine output level accordingly. If the available chlorine is too high, lower the output level. If the available chlorine is too low, raise the output level. It will take a few adjustments to find the ideal setting for your pool. Once set for the pool's current needs, it should only take minor adjustments to the system's output level or pump run times throughout the season. In addition to the chlorine output level, there are two other factors that you can control which directly impact the resulting free chlorine level in the pool. 1. Hours of pump run time each day. For example, you can increase the run time of your pool system if you need more chlorination. Like any pool, ensure that your pump runs long enough for all the pool water to pass through the filter 1.5 to 2 times a day, usually at least 8 hours. This amount of time is typically more than sufficient for chlorination of the pool. But if the pool has high chlorine demand, running the pool pump longer allows for more chlorination. Make sure to measure your water chemistry and chlorine level on a regular basis. 2. In addition to how long the system runs, the water chemistry balance is the other critical factor that will determine the resulting amount of chlorine in the pool. Let's go over the controls and indicator lights you'll use when operating the system in the future. The on-off button is used to manually activate and deactivate the system, powering it on or off. The off position prevents the control module from energizing the electrolytic cell. In this position, there is no chlorine generation. Important safety note: the off position does not remove power from the control module. Always disconnect power at the circuit breaker prior to attempting any service procedure. The plus and minus buttons change the system's output setting, the rate of chlorine production, in order to customize operation for your pool's needs. This button is used to control the amount of chlorine the cell generates. This is the turbo button, which activates and deactivates the superchlorination mode. When pressed, boost mode is activated and all of the chlorine output level lights will be illuminated, as well as the light below the turbo button. Press the turbo button when a larger amount of sanitizer is temporarily needed to contend with high bather loads, heavy rainfall, or cloudy water conditions. This boosts output from its current output level to 100% output for 24 hours of your pump's run time. At the end of the superchlor period, chlorine output will automatically return to the previous setting. Press the turbo button again to cancel the boost. Let's take a look at the indicator lights. The turbo indicator light is illuminated when the system is in its superchlorination mode. The output indicator lights show what output level it is set to. When the system error light is flashing or illuminated continually, the cell has stopped producing chlorine. Please refer to the troubleshooting section of your manual for possible causes and the suggested action to take. When the no-flow LED is illuminated, the system has detected an insufficient amount of water in the cell. This causes the cell to stop generating chlorine. Verify that you have proper water flow without air bubbles in the cell housing, and verify that water flow is fully pressing the flow switch away from its resting center position. In case you have a variable speed pump, increase flow until the LED turns off. When the low salt LED is illuminated, salt may need to be added to the pool. First, inspect the cell for mineral scaling and clean if necessary. If this does not solve the problem, manually check the salinity of the pool water and add salt according to the chart in your manual. This is the cold water light. To protect the cell, the control module is programmed to automatically decrease chlorine production when it senses low temperatures. In case of low water temperature, below 64 degrees Fahrenheit, the unit reduces chlorine production to 50%, and the LED below the 50% bar will be lit. When water temperature is below 59 degrees Fahrenheit, the unit reduces chlorine production to 25%, and the LED below the 25% bar will be lit. In both cases, the LED below the required level bar will be blinking and the cold water warning LEDs will be illuminated. When the clean cell LED is illuminated, it indicates that the cell requires cleaning. This will eventually happen with normal operation. Refer to your manual for cell cleaning instructions. The cell life low LED is illuminated when the cell is reaching the end of its expected lifespan. Replacement cells are readily available for purchase from your local dealer or at www.circupool.com. This concludes operation for the CORE series salt water generator. Please see our expected maintenance video to help you with future service. Thank you for choosing CircuPool Advanced Pool Systems.